Greetings everybody, my name is Crimz, or Alex, and today we're gonna talk about some Crimson lines. And what I mean about that is that during my commentary years, I've had some, lines and quotes that I repeat because, they fit the place or the moment, and it's just funny for me because of what they come from, what they refer to. Also known as references. So the first one on this list I just made up. It's quite short, but hey, you can add more in the script in the comments if you find any more that I forgot. But the first one I have is is where do we go now? Do 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 do. Where do we need to go? Where do we go now? Do 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 do. I need to do that. That's a Sweet Child of Mine reference.
Whoa, no shit!
Where do we want to go? Where do we go now? We go to number 8. I don't have a map.
Where do we go now?
We're not going to use those lines, so how
You are going to use it, so shut up.
I haven't done it so much lately, but it's when I'm stuck in a game, like what are we gonna do now? Where do we go? And so I sing that line, which I think most people know this, but it's from a Guns N' Roses song called Sweet Child O' Mine. And it's like in the middle end or something, they sing that, where do we go now? Where do we go? Like, kind of low, like that, over and over. But then the main singer, Axel, I think his name is, he sings that whole melody as I do. Do 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 do. Where do we go now? Kind of, where do we go now? And so that's just a funny thing that stuck to me because I grew up with that album on vinyl. And so I've heard that song many times and it just stuck to me, and when I did commentary I did it, and I did it again, it just became a Crimson line, as I like to call it. So that's the first one. I know if Damus is, or Aitor, is watching this video, he's like, fuck man, because in our Silent Hill 2 co-op I did it a little bit too much, and he was like, fuck you man, stop it. And most of these are from that era, which I like to call the golden age of Crimz, like when Crimz was at its peak. I guess I could talk a little bit more about that some other time, but these lines are my favorite Crimz lines from when he was the best. From the Silent Hill 2 co-op era, 2012, 13, around there. And the next one on the list is, oh, I'm dying, Tom. So it's like very obvious. Every time in a video game I'm about to die or very close to it, I'm like, oh shit, oh, I'm dying, Tom. Oh, nah, damn it. So that's a direct reference to Scary Movie 3.
Hey, baby. How's it going?
Oh, I'm dying, Tom.
Don't talk like that. The truck barely hit you.
Like, one of the first things she says to him is like, oh, I'm dying, Tom. And then he's like, oh, don't be like that. The truck barely hit you. And it's like, no way. She's fucked beyond repair. And that's another line. I guess I can talk about that. So I just find it funny how she said it kind of casually, like cut in half by a big truck against a tree. And she's like, I'm dying, Tom. So much fun, great movie, watch it, Scary Movie 3. So much fun. So that's where that line comes from. I used it a lot, and I still do. Oh fuck, I'm in danger! Oh, I'm dying, Tom! And I have poison. Get out! I guess before I forget, I guess I can talk about that one. So it's not really a Crimson line, it's just one of my best lines that people seem to like. And that's soaked beyond repair. And that's in Resident Evil Remake. There is a part where you come to some dynamite and they're soaked beyond use. Look at this. We have dynamite and they're soaked beyond use. I like that term. I'm gonna say that to my girlfriend, which I will never have. But bitch! You're soaked beyond repair! Something like that. I love it. It's very fun, but I haven't had a lot of opportunities to use that line. So, the third one, which is a bit of a classic, in my opinion. One of my classic lines, and that's pay the bills. Someone broke the...
interrogation room. Someone needs to pay all the bills.
And it ranges how I use it. It's like, oh, you did something wrong? Well, pay the bills. Or it's like, you need to do this now or else you gotta pay the bills. It's like that kind of line.
I've trained all my life for this moment. Now it's time to pay the bills.
I find it hilarious in one way because it's so true to heading into real life, you know, being an adult and paying the bills becomes, you know, part of your life, which is not when you're a child. And when Crimz was there in the golden age, that's when the bills started rolling in for me, and so that affected my commentary life, of course, and just the whole thing of bills, you have to pay them. Somewhere it just made itself a Crimz line, like, do this, we have to pay the bills. And it can be used in many situations, which makes it funny, in my opinion. So, I guess here we have some examples.
Oh, this room doesn't look very safe. I can only guess that the big kill man will arrive. I'm here to pay your bills. Shoot him!
Okay, then we have the last line here, which I've written. I made this list in like one day, so I probably forgot most of them. I do have some Crimz highlights, so you can check them out if there are some other lines there that you really like. But yeah, here is the last one, and it's, "You cannot deceive me!" Ah! So, it's really stupid, but I said, "You cannot deceive me," and then like a dying sound or something. And that's from my very first Let's Play.
You cannot deceive me!
And it seems like Damus or Aitor, he really liked that line for some reason. And he used it a lot, or he quoted it a lot during our Silent Hill 2 co-op. And so, here are some examples.
You said that "you cannot deceive me" is funny.
You cannot deceive me!
So that's all the lines I have for now. As I said, if there are any more that you think I forgot about, or some lines that you really like, let me know in the comments. And that's all I have to say. Fucking shit, Rainbow Dash just got flipped, and so did Flowey. I'm very clumsy today, aren't I? With that, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in future ones. Take care.